Hey guys, it's me, Liv. I hope everyone's doing good out there. So today I am going to be doing my next video for Not Too Shabby Shop for my design team here. And I am using one of the newest stamps, which is called Bouquet of Happiness. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is do a spotlight technique. I am doing it starting on a black cardstock and then I'll work from there. So first up, I'm going to take out my piece of black cardstock. This is going to be a standard A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4.25, and I'm going to go ahead and use my anti-static tool because I will be doing some embossing. So I will take this image and go ahead and cover the entire card with the image here. Now, in order to make sure I can see it really well, I decided to go ahead and use some white pigment ink. This one is by Hero Arts and it's called Unicorn White. And so I am going to go ahead and cover the entire area, doing a pattern with the same exact stamp set all over to try to cover as much of the open black space that you see. And then once I have that all set, I am going to go ahead and heat emboss it with some white embossing powder to make sure that it really stands out. Now you can use lots of different sides of the stamp here, and that's a great way to create your own background stamp. I am using the following embossing powder, which is by Brutus Monroe, and it's the Alabaster White. It is definitely one of my favorite white embossing powders that are out there. Once I have that all set, I will go ahead and heat it up with my heat gun and then move on to the next step. Once I went ahead and heat embossed it, I decided I was going to create the spotlight effect. So I used the same stamp and I decided to take out one part of it, stamp it with some Memento ink, and use my Copic color markers to go ahead and color it up. Again, I don't consider myself an expert colorer, so you're not going to see me color the whole thing. It does take me a while, and I also don't feel like it's really something I'm teaching you guys on. But anyway, now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in some of the last minute spots. I did use a purple color scheme. Purple is one of my all-time favorite colors. And what I'm going to now do is fill the rest of it in. Once I have it all colored up, and I've done just a little bit of shading, the colors that I have used are V15, V09, V6, and V4 for most of this. And then I used a little bit of gray here and there to try to deepen some of the shadows, and that was with using some C2 and C3 here. So once that is all set, I'm going to go ahead and take out my circle dies that I have. Now, I decided that I was going to make an array of circle dies. So what I ended up doing is actually cutting it out 3 times using one of the bigger circles, then sandwiching with a black cardstock in between, and then taking the smaller image. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, I did decide that I did not want the background to be white, like you see. So what I'm going to do to make a perfect match, because I did not have any good perfect matching purples, is to take out my Copic markers and go ahead and all along the trim here, just color it the same color of purple that you see in some of the flowers. This is a very quick and easy way to get matching cardstock. You don't need to color the inside, especially if you're only using it for edging. So once that is all set, I take out my foam tape and I'm going to go ahead and pop this up using some of my foam tape on that first layer. Now you can find the stamp set again over at the Not Too Shabby Shop. I'm also going to leave my coupon code up above if you decide you want to use it to purchase this or any of the other fantastic new releases that are in the Not Too Shabby Shop. And thank you again so much to Jamie for having me as part of the design team and for sending me this fantastic new stamp here for the newest release. Now, when you're doing the spotlight technique, what you want to do is make sure that it does line up with the existing image. So first I'm going to line it up there. Then I'm going to put the black circle and then layer on the image so it does line up with what's underneath. And then I've decided to take out one of the sentiments here, that you are so loved, and I'm going to actually stamp that onto some black cardstock. First, I am using the Unicorn White pigment ink from Hero Arts, and then I'm going to layer it on a purple ink on top of it. This is a great way to stamp on black cardstock. You can actually use this with lots of other images as well if you wish. And then I trimmed it down. I did decide I wanted that piece to be popped up, so I'm using some other smaller squares of foam tape that I have in my stash to go ahead and get that all situated, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And ta-da! My card is all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.